Okay.
All right.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Charlesonia News Network. Today we have a long-awaited interview with the famous Jagged Cake.
Yes. Hello.
Would you like to introduce yourself, Mr. Cake?
Yes. Um, I'm a very old Cottony player from season 7, Luke Empire times. You know, and right now we have an amazing faction going on, the Jagged Empire.
Yeah, a lot of beautiful builds over there. I kind of
Yes.
want to start this off at the beginning. I mean, you've been here since 2020. It's 2024 now,
Almost four
which is
years.
crazy.
hmm
But you want to tell us what your early time on the server was like?
Yeah. I mean, started in season 6, and I really didn't know what I was doing in the beginning. Like, all I just remember was building a house and then leaving the server and just time started, and that was it.
Yeah. So the first faction you joined, you were a Lopad member at the time. Is that correct? Luke Empire. Sorry,
Yeah.
it would become
Yes.
Lopad. What was it
hmm
like being in the original Luke Empire?
It was great. I mean, I was like, I think the first person Luke ever asked before he brought in all of his IRL friends, of course. And those times were great. I mean, they're times I won't forget. And in the spawn area, and I still remember the iconic still house.
Yes, and that house. You mind telling us what you called that house?
I don't know what I really called it. I mean, I would just call it a still house, like Luke called it.
Well,
There was really no name for it, but until Stylon came a thing.
yeah, that's what I was alluding to. That house he built would go on to be Fort Stylon, the most influential battle in server
Yeah.
history. How does that
hmm
feel?
I mean, it feels great. I mean, especially when it was a build I made and kept getting burnt down because I kept making it out of wood, and then we expanded it into cobblestone.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So, you've been here since the beginning of what the server is today. Are there any things that you would say have improved since then?
Yes, lots of things have improved, like the mods and the people, everything.
Is anything worse now than it was then?
As to me, no,
No,
nothing really has changed. I've loved playing on this serve for the past 4 years, and I don't want to quit anytime soon.
that's good to hear. So,
hmm
you were gone when a lot of people were gone, so there's nothing wrong with it. But after the
hmm
server and all that got terminated,
Yeah.
uh, what sorry, oh my goodness, what were you doing in that time? Uh,
I mean, like in the year I was kind of like just gone.
yeah,
Mm, I don't know. I mean, it felt like there was just a point where I had to take a break. You
yeah,
know,
I
I
think
mean,
we all
there
have
were
to.
times when I really wanted to come back, but like I just really didn't have the time to.
Yeah,
I would have loved to play in season 10, but just never had the time
yeah,
to.
you didn't miss much.
I know.
um, so let's. Do you remember why or how you were able to come back recently? I don't think we ever asked that.
Um, to be honest, I wanted to come back. Like I was in this, I was still in the Discord. I just didn't want to be inactive and idle. I wanted to just come back. There was a time in November where I was like, you know what, I got to come back to play Minecraft. So I come back to the server, and I remake the Jagged Empire literally day one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's a lot of really good stuff over there. We'll have to make a video touring it eventually. I think we can get
Yes,
Jar over there to make a tour video. He does those.
yes.
Um, now, uh, are there any big build projects you're thinking of right now?
I'm thinking of building some more skyscrapers in that area. Where we recently just finished building the World Trade Center. It took about 2.5 days to build.
Yep, that's
That
an
was
insane build.
yes, and I'm still working on the CSS Jesse that's been in construction for 4 months.
That giant
And that
ship.
thing's a giant
Yeah.
ship that I just never had the time to complete,
Huge.
and I still don't.
And so, you know, you played when you've the most I guess prominent period towards the
Mm-hmm.
beginning of you joining was the Spawn War.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard, but the third Spawn War is currently ongoing and is the largest war in server history. We towards the beginning we were seeing upwards of 50 people on for a battle each time. Have you seen any of that stuff online or anything? Any of the battles?
No, because I'm usually not online for that, but I've heard about it.
You have. What do you think of it?
I mean, it's way more hectic than it was back in season 7. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, yeah. What is your opinion on war on the server, just in general?
Um, I'll tell you what, it's like more. It's more just hectic and everything. Like you have the guns, and it's not just bows and swords and all that. Like
Mm.
you have all this that you can use just to kill people.
Would you
And
ever?
there's so many other factions as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of factions now. This
Hmm.
brings up the question: would you ever consider maybe hopping on survival sometimes and playing and going to war with some people?
I mean, I don't plan on doing that, but I could see it happening. I would love to do that, but like I don't think now would be the time, as I'm still in a good era of just building.
Yeah, I mean, if that's your thing, then I wouldn't stray away
Yeah,
from it at all.
yeah,
But speaking of which, you mentioned that it's a new faction. Are you going to be accepting members to the Jagged Empire?
yeah. I mean, season 9 we did mainly it was because of GLX.
Yeah, which he's talked about returning. I don't know if he will. He might get
I would like
invaded.
to see him. I would like to see him return. First thing that I would show him if he returns is the Jagged Empire. He would love to see that.
You want to send a message to him real quick? Say something.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. I mean,
Okay.
GLX, if you're seeing this, just know that Jagged Empire is waiting for you. It's an amazing place. It's better than season 9.
Yeah. And what can a member of the Jagged Empire expect to be able to do there?
Really, you can just. It'll be a calm place. You can build. You can probably buy a house, as one area just is full of houses. The Jagged Empire, where I have all that situated next to all the other big buildings I have planned.
Yeah. And the way that your place is set up, I think it would be perfect for events. And you've voiced your
Yeah,
interest in hosting events in the past.
like a
And
battle box. Yeah, but like
yeah,
the thing was, I was just a little too insecure to do it because I was feeling like people in Aguaria back in season 9 would just come out here and destroy it like how they did back in season 8 with Lucas and Barrier.
yeah, people don't understand that the Galarians, that a lot of them they make themselves out to be the good guys now, but they did
Mhm.
threaten to grief the Jagged Empire on several occasions for no real reason.
Yes,
Yeah,
this is just like season 8.
it's weird. But
Mm.
yeah, are you interested in maybe you know, trying that again, getting some events done out there?
Yeah, I would love to host a battle box. I just recently finished the arena like just about like a week before I started building the World Trade Center. It's right next door to it, and
Heck
it's
yeah,
built the same way how it was in season 9.
that's good.
Hmm.
I anybody can host an event at any time now. You just make an announcement and do it the next day or whatever. And you give out special items. You can give out the Jagged Cake sword. It's actually really rare
Yes,
if they win.
yes, I have it right here in my hotbar.
Yeah, the Jagged Snake sword. Do a little emote with it. Hit us with a little emote.
Yes.
There we go. So I mean that's all the questions I have right now, unless someone in the chat
Hmm.
has one. Um,
Yeah.
but is there anything you'd like to say to the people watching?
Yes. You know, I want to say if you want to come visit Jag Empire, you're more than welcome to. I mean, I'm eventually gonna reveal those chords, and well, in your stream too. Like once you come back, you can show them, and people can come anytime. It's a great place.
Yeah.
Like there are several events that I host. Like every year in New Year's, I always have a fireworks show and then light up the numbers. It's a great tradition.
Are you gonna do something for Easter? Maybe that's an upcoming holiday.
Oh yeah, maybe. I mean, it depends what I have, but maybe I can do that. Yeah, I could see something.
Let's try and get that done. An Easter event at the Jagged Empire.
Yeah, so we could do it like right next to the god himself, Jesse, obviously, in his church on a pedestal, like
Is he back?
Charles. Yes, he's been back, obviously, ever
I
since.
have to go over there and survival and
And
record it.
back in the summer, I got another cat in real life, so I was like, why not bring him in to this server too? So I have a second cat in the server. His name is Biscuit.
Biscuit.
Yep, and he's sitting at one of the houses in the uptown area.
Yeah. So Tattle's in the chat and he's talking about recruitment. What's your experience been like with recruiting in the server in your whole time here?
Mm, recruiting, I mean, I can't really explain that because I'm not someone who's just gonna bring a bunch of members into a faction like mine.
Mhm.
So it's kind of a hard question to answer, but like you know, I mean, it's really no big deal to me. I think.
I'll probably make a video on some recruiting tips later. Um, have you thought about streaming on the server, creating stuff? Like I know you used to make shorts for me to upload on
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yes, those were pretty cool. I mean, I would love to do that again. Like, but yet again, I kind of just don't have time to do a whole bunch of stuff too. But you know, I
I,
think I would want to come back to streaming too. Like
yeah.
back when I was on Xbox, that was great.
And actually, Jagged, I think you're on the moon. Have you seen that?
I think.
I'll check. I'll fact check that. I can't remember if I did or not, but I think you're on the moon. One of the moon cycles. Actually, yeah, you are. You're one of the moon cycles.
That's actually
Have
crazy.
you seen it yet?
No, I don't think.
Here, let's see if I'm gonna make it nighttime real quick. Let's see if we get the jagged cake moon. Where's it at? Sun's over there. It'll come over this hill soon. Here, I'll make it midnight real quick, so we can actually
Let's see
see it.
this.
Is it gonna be jagged? It is. It is. It actually is. That's crazy.
hmm I don't know if I can really see it for myself. It just looks like a regular moon.
Oh, you have to update your pack. Here, let me get a picture of you. Wait, my F5.
It's fine.
Here, build up, maybe a block,
Okay,
and like look down at me, like that.
with this.
Here,
There we go.
like, yeah, scoot, like turn to the right a little bit, cause your sword's in the way, like the sword on your thing. Other way.
Oh
Sorry,
yeah.
other way.
Alright.
Turn, no,
Yeah, other way?
other way. Other way.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
okay,
way.
okay. Let me get this. Look up a little bit. Look up a little bit.
Like that. Yeah.
To the side. Look to the side a little bit. Hit me. Okay, that's better.
Alright.
That's awesome. Actually, it's one of like 8 cycles in the game, I think. So it being your face right now is really crazy. that it would do
Yeah.
that.
That is actually nice.
That's insane. Yeah, I guess that's a good thing to end it on. Thank you for doing the interview. I'm sure a lot of people would really like to hear from you again. And like I said, if you want to start
Yeah.
streaming, I'm sure a lot of people would really love to watch you build stuff and all that. So
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind doing that.
here, give me 3. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Ah, it's fine. Goodbye, guys.
On my
Thank you
screen,
for
it's
watching.
perfect. Alright.